What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be the chain. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I got my daughter here. She promised. She agreed, verbally agreed to be quiet. Breaking all that promise now. But anyway, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. And as well, my favorite part of the game, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, I was listening to the big homie Carcino for life. Make sure y'all swing by his page and sub and all that good stuff. As he was dropping some tidbits about why Robert Griffin III and Samantha Ponder were let go from ESPN. Now I read an article about this, and ESPN doing what they do, playing the politics. Said that they were let go for financial reasons, which is hard to imagine because ESPN makes a lot of money. I don't think that RG3 or Samantha Ponder were anywhere close to being their highest paid analyst, and I would say they was doing a fairly decent job. I didn't agree with all their takes, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to a lot of college football outside of the season. You know what I mean? Like when the season starts, that's when I'm a little bit more ingratiated with what RG3 is saying in these streets, or someone of the likes of Samantha Ponder. Now that we're still in a bit of the off season and pretty much preseason, I was ramping up to start listening a little bit more of their contents. But we'll have to wait to see what other platform that will be on, because it won't be on ESPN. Uh, Now, shout out to Carcino. He mentioned that the reason for these firings was because RG3 was a big advocate of Florida State and felt as if Florida State was robbed of a playoff opportunity last season, in favor, I believe, I forget who, but last season was pretty close because I was of the opinion that Georgia should have been in the mix. Only had one loss, was the defending champion. I get it, how they lost to when the loss came about, but I still think you find a way to get the defending champion, especially with what so much they had on the line. I still feel like you find a way to get them in the mix, but that was my opinion. But RG3 apparently was advocating for Florida State. Florida State, man, to their credit as well, pulled off some great stuff last season, going undefeated, losing their first string star quarterback in Jordan Travis, I believe the young man's name is, to an injury for the season, and still was able to go undefeated with their second and third string quarterbacks. Definitely something very impressive. And I didn't pay that much of close into college football, you know what I mean, as much as I should have been, because shucks, I would have been advocating for RG3 and Florida State and Samantha Ponder as well. And if you didn't know, Samantha Ponder is married to former NFL quarterback Christian Ponder, who I'm very familiar with as he played with the Minnesota Vikings during his playing days. And I'm a Packers man, just throw that out there. But anywho, their loyalty to the Florida State was becoming a bit of an issue, as Carcino revealed that Paul Finebaum. Now, I didn't heard about Paul Finebaum. I didn't listen to a lot of his takes, and but I never really paid that much close to Paul Finebaum. I know he a legend in the game. Carcino calls him the Skip Bayless of college football, which I was doing a little research before I went live and was trying to find out, see how snarly and snarky Paul Finebaum is. I really didn't find any hardcore evidence myself, but I'll be paying a lot more close attention to him now from now on. Because you could probably even do the same thing. If you wasn't familiar with Skip Bayless and you were just looking up a casual take of his, you probably won't see all of the scumbag and dirt that he has done, over the years. You have to go even further back than the Shannon Sharp situation to really get the gist of why Skip Bayless is no longer liked in the industry and as well not on the airs, on the airwaves. But Paul Fennebaum seems to hold that same kind of reputation in Carcino's eyes anyway. And like I said, I was doing my evidence. I did see one thing that kind of was off putting, if I could say it like that. It was an actual Paul Fennebaum show recently. And I can't tell you exactly when. I was watching it on Twitter, and Paul Fennebaum had a fan call in. This fan was very concerned about what happened with RG3 and Samantha Ponder, as apparently this gentleman that called in was a big, supporter of these two. You can tell that he really enjoyed them. So he asked Paul Fennebaum what his take on it was, and I can't hold you, man. Paul Fennebaum, in a very Skip Bayless like answer, responded to this gentleman as he said, and y'all know I paraphrase. I can't really do the verbatim thing, but he said, he doesn't have an earthly, uh, kind of weird wording, but he doesn't have a earthly idea as to why RG3 and Samantha Ponder got fired. Um, and he was just he said something else that was really slick. But anyway, that comment, that what he made with the fan, is what really kind of made me realize, okay, yeah, Paul Fittebaum may have had something to do with this, because RG3, in my investigations, he had a couple of recent tweets, and one of his more recent tweets um, was going at Paul Fittebaum. One was kind of direct, and the other one was a little indirect, but he had a couple of tweets going at Paul Fittebaum, and it seems to me that Paul Fittebaum does have that Skip Bayless type pride. He doesn't like to be called out. Comes from that old guard, if you will. You can really get that vibe from him. So, according to Carcino, Paul Fennebaum played the Skip Bayless Shannon Sharp card. And got RG3 and Samantha Ponder fired. That Samantha Ponder is as well a big supporter of Florida State. The RG3 tweets, by the way, were pertaining to Florida State and how he felt they got robbed. And I believe he was going at Paul Fennebaum because Fennebaum was just kind of saying let it go, and things happen the way they happen. But apparently there was a big controversy. I had to look a little bit more into it myself. A lot of upset people about Florida State being excluded from the college football playoffs. But anyway, those tweets were pertaining from RG3 were pertaining to Florida State. If you want to check them out, and apparently he's attacking Paul Fennebaum in those tweets, and that set Paul Fennebaum off to apparently go to the higher ups, and we see what happened. ESPN say it's for financial reasons, but they will also have to pay uh, Jason Kelsey, the apparent replacement for RG3. You're gonna have to give him some money as well. I would imagine a nice little payday. Because Jason Kelsey is a name, he has a brand, such and such. I would even say bigger than RG3, the Jason Kelsey brand. Respectfully. So I don't understand why they would go with the financial reasons, and it's deadly obviously. It's deadly obvious that this is, excuse me, this has to do with the Florida State situation. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, um, and that's why I say too, man. I could never do the big mainstream thing. I mean, it's not easy. It takes a lot of, sleepless nights and a lot of research and all that stuff to do what I do. But it's because I want to build something. I don't know if I'll ever get as big as ESPN or in a position to compete with them, but I want to build a sports media company that has integrity, man. That allows people to have their opinions, no matter how controversial. At the end of the day, you got to at some point agree to disagree. When we do these sports things, just because my guy is Pat Mahomes, that doesn't discount Tom Brady. So I just believe that, like I say, Paul Fennebaum comes from the old guard, and they all the Skip Baylesses and Mad Dog Russos. They have a certain sports philosophy, and we are of course are in a totally different day and age now from what they were accustomed to, because now you have all these independent voices popping up, going viral, and affecting the sports topics, even saying on the mainstream level. Those guys often they listen to us. I've had mainstream guys, Ryan Clark, hit me up on a couple of videos, and that's just because I do my due diligence. I'm not just up there capping, saying stuff for clicks and views. I don't necessarily. I would love to have 100,000 views, 200,000, all that kind of stuff, but I would love. I can't let go of my love for honesty and transparent uh, distribution of the news, if you will. Um, so at the end of the day, I just think that this here is one of those, things that really shows that things are changing. RG3 would definitely land on this feet. I heard that Fox Sports was trying to recruit him even before ESPN got him, and we all know Fox Sports desperately they need some talent over there. I mean, they got a couple guys. Nick Wrong, is kind of holding the fort down as the most popular face over there. But, Chris Broussard and Rob Parker, I enjoy their radio show. But at the same time, I know RG3 is going to land on his feet. I just kind of hate that it happened the way that it happened, because I think, we would all agree if you're watching any amount of college football, you enjoy RG3. Like I said, when it first all happened, I was making jokes. I feel bad, now. I don't think that RG3 is as bad as an analyst as many others are. But I just think that things happen the way they happen. Politics as usual, but it definitely is a sign of things are changing. Of course, these old heads, they still got some years left in the game, but uh, they won't have the power forever. And the fact that they feel in some kind of way that we tend to disagree with them just goes to show, the movement is movement. New media, that's what some people call it, but I think even more so independent media. We're really the shakers and the movers of this industry. So, um, all in all, it is what it is. I'm sure Samantha Ponder as well will land on her feet. I enjoy her takes even more so than I did RG3's, but I just didn't see a lot of her, as far as what she dropped. But I'm sure she'll land on her feet as well. I'll be checking more on them as well as Paul Finnenbaum. I'm about to get into the college football bag. Last season, I was just kind of watching, and learning. This season, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, just coming around to doing certain projects that I want to get done, in addition to what we already got to cover, the hot topics. This is a hot topic platform. I like to talk about everything, though, when I do get a chance. But that is all for this video. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you don't mind, subscribe if you have not already, as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's have some dialogue about this situation. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.